okay? But besides the attack, the heel hook itself, it's very important we always to have in mind the ways to connect to get there, okay? Especially in ADCC nowadays, what I saw happening with me a lot on the trials, on the ADCC Open, on the tournaments like this, is the guys trying to avoid, especially if the guy is wrestler, you're gonna be trying to do outside passing, bring you to the overtime, and then maybe try to score from there, or maybe try to tire you out before I start to attack, okay? So the one thing that's very important is we know how to connect to the guy, how to get close to him to be able to start to attack, okay? Sometimes we learn a new hook, but okay, but what about the pad to get there? And sometimes this is even more important than the submission itself, okay? So I'm going to start with Professor standing, okay? He's going to be far from me, okay? A lot of times, if I'm with my back on the ground, he's going to be just walking around, keeping his legs far, and every time I go attack him, for example, he kick away, and he's not going to connect. After you get sweat, it's going to be even harder, okay? So one thing that I like to do is never be too much on my back. Of course, if the guy come engage me, then I can go if I feel a guy who want to exchange Jiu-Jitsu. But if a guy who want to be running away a lot, and most of the time if they know you attack leg locks, they will run away, I want to be sitting, okay? I want to be on my butt. Because here I'm going to be more active. I can use my hands to pretty much wrestle him from the ground, pull his head down. I can use my legs. I can wrestle up. I can be more annoying to him, okay? So what I want from you guys, first thing, very simple. If he makes a lower grip on me, I always want to work the 201 connection, okay? So I'm going to be fighting, I'm going to come a lower grip. I'm going to go 201 connection with my thumb up. 1, 2, thumb up, okay? If you come with a higher grip, maybe trying to pull my head, push my shoulder, I'm going to do a 201 with the thumb facing to me, okay? So this is a small thing, but make a big difference. Lower grip, 201, thumb to him, higher grip, thumb to me, okay? Once I have this connection, what's gonna be his first reaction in a situation where he don't want to engage, he want to run from me? Pull out, okay? So Professor's gonna pull out. Once he pull out, I pull myself close to him as well. So, he's gonna connect, 201, he's gonna pull himself out, I'm gonna connect, working these hooks that I like to call the Marcelo Garcia hooks, okay? Once I'm here, I'm gonna choose one of the legs. If you like to do to this side, fine. If you like to do to the other side, more personal preference. You're gonna hug the leg and you're gonna bring yourself close, okay? One thing I like to do, I like to bend his leg a little bit so I release the weight of his leg from the ground and it's gonna be lighter for me to elevate once I want. So I'm gonna hug, stay tight. I can let go of his hand. My hand can come or to the ground or to the knee line. And now I'm gonna fall, I'm gonna start to lay down over the opposite shoulder, elevating his leg. Once his leg's on the way, I stretch, keeping the connection, and I'm gonna lock my foot right on his hip, okay? Make sure your knees very tight. I never wanna put him on the situation and have my hip dead right here, because from here, it's gonna be much easier for him to attack. I always wanna the pinching and my hip alive, okay? Once I'm here, what's one of the most common reactions? You're gonna try to run away, to try to kick out, okay? What I want you guys to do, if you do that, he's giving me a easier path to the submission. I'm gonna come around his heel, I'm gonna bite his heel right here. Imagine you trying to bite with the thumb. I don't wanna come too high. I wanna come around, what we call the chicken wing, and bite with my thumb. Once I have this grip, we're gonna pass the hands, and I'm gonna grab on my wrist and on the other wrist right there while I'm closing my elbow, okay? Not this. I'm gonna pass wrist with wrist, make a butterfly, then I grab my own forearm. What's gonna be the regular reaction? My partner gonna start to turn, but because I have this hook attached to him, he's gonna bring me with him. So I'm gonna start to go up. My partner gonna turn all the way, try to defend. But look how he brings me with my hook. I'm gonna rotate with him, and in the middle of the way, I'm placing my leg inside to lock the triangle, okay? I wanna avoid to let this leg too open, because my partner can step inside and maybe start to work a counter. He's too bad for him, because I have the bite, but maybe he can catch something. So I wanna make sure, once I'm getting here, I wanna place my foot close as possible to underneath of his butt like that, okay? We can turn this way a little bit. If I fall here, the way I am, perfect. I'm gonna keep my grip. I'm gonna place my shoulder on the ground, and I'm gonna stretch like I'm doing on bar on the side of his knee. Okay? Why? I'm gonna release here a little bit. I don't wanna twist, because if I twist, he can rotate with me. Once I lock in the armbar, look how much my hip can go with his leg trap. Gonna be really bad for him. Like armbar on the side of the knee, okay? In case, when I rotate, I finish more with my belly on the ground like that, then gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna keep my grip, but now my intention gonna be what? I wanna place my elbow on his butt while I'm doing the bridge up. So I have my grip, elbow to the butt, and I will bridge up to get the submission. Okay? So this is gonna be the first thing we're gonna go over, guys. So very important, you wanna work with the grip from there. You wanna push me out, 201. Higher grip, thumb to me. Lower grip, thumb to him. Okay? If I try to grab the opposite, I'm gonna be weird like this. I'm gonna be weird like this, right? So, to me, to him. You're gonna pull out, I'm gonna connect. Marcelo Garcia hooks. Grab the leg you like the most, connect yourself. Now I'm gonna start to fall over the shoulder on the opposite side. I fall, and then I'm gonna let his leg slide up. Always connected. I don't wanna come here and miss the connection because maybe give him time to pull out. I wanna keep tight and slide. Okay? Knee tight. I'm gonna force him inside. Sometimes if my partner has a base too strong, I like even to place my hand on my leg right here to push, boom, to force him if in case he don't go by himself. Once he go, the other hand gonna expose, and I'm gonna make my grip, a chicken wing. All the way around, thumb to the heel, butterfly. He's gonna rotate, try to defend, but his leg gonna bring me with him now. The middle of the way, I'm sliding my leg inside and placing my top foot close as possible to his butt. In case I fall to my side, shoulder on the ground and elevation, like you do in an bar. In case we pass way too much, now I have my back on the ground, elbow to the butt, while I'm bridging my hip to get the submission right there. Okay? Any question to here, guys? Any question to here? No question? One more time, a little bit faster. We're gonna go, 201, professor pull, connect. Knee, elevation, force inside. Heel, rotate to it, lock. Can be on my side, or it can be back to the ground, heel to the butt. This movement right here. I'm not rotating like this, I'm crunching myself. Imagine doing a crunch at the gym. Crunch. If I rotate, professor, rotate with me. Rotate, professor. Walk myself. Boom. And he may create the space. Of course, still gonna be bad, but you're gonna have more chance to create a scramble and clean his knee line. Okay? Any question here, guys? No question? So let's go. Let's do it.